If you have a trip coming up in May, June, July, August, September, and a little bit into October, let's get you ready for that Florida heat at Walt Disney World. When it comes to what I bring with me into the parks, I have a whole arsenal of things. But first and foremost, and you have heard everyone say, is to stay hydrated. So I do always bring some kind of water bottle with me into the parks. So first up, my stainless steel one. Now, if you bring a stainless steel one into the parks, make sure that you are taking this out of your bag when you are going through security at each of the 4 parks. Take it out, have it in your hand, and hold it straight out. Otherwise, you're gonna set off the alarm and you're gonna have to go through bag check. But what I do like about the stainless steel ones is they will keep your ice solid and your water cold all day long. Now, most of the rooms at Walt Disney World do not have a freezer. They're just a beverage freezer. So what I have found is each morning I will fill up the entire thing with ice and then put water in it. And then as the day progresses, the ice will melt a little bit, but keeping on you at all times ice cold water. Also, if you have, something like this, buy like a hook for your bag or your stroller. For me, I have to have a backpack that has pockets on the sides, and I always have a water bottle that is easily grabbable for me whenever I'm going. Now, whenever it comes to the duo, so this is a water bottle and a misting fan all in one. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to combine a misting fan that I also had with me, but we'll go over that in just a second. So for the O2 Cool misting water bottles, the only thing with this is it does not keep water cold all day long. But what I did find is throughout the day as I was drinking it, you can get ice cold water free at quick service locations, and 2 cups would fill this up. So I would always have constantly cold water on me that I could mist on me if I needed to, plus drink. Along with keeping yourself hydrated with plain water at the parks, I do also bring extra hydration with me. And right now I am loving the liquid IV packet. So I do pack these in my park bag and have them. And whenever I need a jolt of when I just feel like I'm getting run down, or, you can just listen to your body and knowing whenever you need that jolt. And those liquid IV packets work wonders, just re-energizing everything in your body and giving you that energy that you need to finish out your park day. Fans are the next thing that I always have with me in the parks, and I have had misting fans. I also have fans that hook on and can go underneath my clothes, and then I also have an old school fan as well. And I have had all of these in the park with me and used them simultaneously. I said it right. So first up, the misting fan with a water bottle. Now, that was the whole reason that I grabbed this one, because I was trying to combine my water bottle and misting fan into one. Having cold water on me, being able to mist, really does work wonders. And for a single adult going, this can really kind of be big and bulky and just a little bit much. However, I will say for kids, this is absolutely perfect. Now, in the parks, these can be a little bit expensive, and you can find, different kind of spray fans at Walmart, at Target, and things like that, especially during the summer months. I am also a big thrifter, and I will often find things like this at estate sales, garage sales, thrift stores, and things like that. So if you have quite a bit of time leading up to your vacation and you are a thrifter, kind of keep your eyes open for things that you can bring with you and not have to spend an arm and a leg in the parks. And also, if you're interested, I do have a Poshmark closet that is dedicated to getting you ready for your upcoming trip. Whether it be starter kits that have like bubble wands with spray bottles that are Disney themed, Tinkerbell gifts, anything like that. And I'll leave that linked in the description box below for you. There are so many different battery operated fans out there, and also rechargeable ones as well. And so this is the one that I usually bring with me. Like I said, you're gonna find a ton. You're gonna find the ones that go around your neck and blow air this way. For me personally, that is a little claustrophobic feeling for me. So I don't usually tend to go that route, that something is like sitting like right here on my shoulders and in my face. So that is why I do opt for these kinds of things that I can just kind of clip on, put it under my shirt and have air flowing through. And I will say, if you do plan on using like a battery operated thing, or if you're getting a misting fan that needs batteries, make sure that you are packing extra batteries in your suitcase to bring with you. You would be amazed at how quickly those batteries run out whenever you're using your fans all day long. And then I also, like I said, bring an old school fan. Now I did get this one at Walt Disney World, but you can find fans like this at like Dollar Tree and stuff like that. It's just another easy way to have cool air on you, and it packs easily in my park bag. For those of you that are bringing strollers, make sure that you are bringing stroller fans. Stroller fans for the kids inside, because those strollers do not let any airflow, especially if they're going to bring down like the sunshade and keeping the sun off of them. They need some kind of airflow on them. Also, moms and dads, if you have a stroller, make sure that you get a fan that can wrap around like the handles of it, so that you constantly also have a fan on you as well. My umbrella also works double duty for me during the hot months. So I will pull this out whenever I am standing in line, because there are many lines at Walt Disney World where you are standing in the direct sunlight. There are some fans on you, but just having this umbrella, being able to pop it open, does take a couple of degrees off of you while you're just kind of slowly moving by a standby line. If you're in Magic Kingdom and you're waiting for the stage show in front of the castle, or if you are waiting for the Festival of Fantasy Parade, a lot of times where you're sitting, there is no shade. So again, being able to pop this open and just have this over me, taking those couple of degrees off of me, will work wonders. And then also make sure that you are pushing that subscribe button and that notification bell, because coming at you next is going to be how to deal with the rain at Walt Disney World. And my hands down favorite thing to bring with me in the parks is a cooling towel. Now I do like the Frog Togs Chili Pad because it is a sponge-like material. I have been in the parks, gotten sunburned before, and had like those scratchy cooling towels on me, and it just pulled at my skin and was just horrible. It just did not feel good at all. So that is why I like the Chili Pad ones, because they have that sponge-like material and it just lays on you and resting and cooling and doesn't like pull at your skin. Being able to rehydrate this throughout the day with ice cold water and just putting it on you, on your neck and on your shoulders, works wonders. Do not underestimate how much a hat can help during the summer months. It can absolutely take away that midday headache that you get, and also take a couple of degrees off of you as well, especially on your face. During the warm months, hats, as you can see, become my Disney ears. I've also been known to put Disney ears over my hats as well and wear them both at the same time. And I will say that the hat will take the brunt of like Disney park ears. Sometimes they hurt my head and I can't have them on all day long. And with wearing a hat at the same time, I am able to do that. But for the most part, Disney hats become my ears during the warmer months. And when I'm thrifting, and also if you will go to Burlington as well, they will have Disney merchandise, and they also often have Disney hats as well. Now, I did buy this one at the parks, but Burlington, I got this at a garage sale. Isn't she so cute? Garage sale, vintage by the way, and then garage sale. When it comes to packing for Walt Disney World, the lightest, most comfortable things to you are going to be your best bet. Comfort equals happy. So especially if you are looking into making like family shirts, you want to be careful and you want to make sure that you are getting the lightest material possible. Those 100% cotton shirts are going to kill you during the hot months. Like, you're gonna walk out at 8 o'clock in the morning and already be sweating, because this is going to hold the heat and just hold the temperature and unfortunately hold the sweat as well. So you really want to try to get something that's really lightweight and really soft. So make sure that you're taking that into account whenever you are getting family shirts made for your trip. As you're putting your Disney outfits together, there are 2 things that I also want you to do. Actually, I think there's 3. So number 1, and this is going to be a little TMI, but you need to know, however many pairs of underwear and undergarments you think that you want to pack double. Because if you come back to the resort and you want to take a bath, take a shower, and freshen up, I guarantee you, you're going to want a new pair of underwear or undergarments in general. And then also to that, make sure that you are packing in just a few basics. Throw in 2 basic t-shirts or tank tops that you love to wear, and or 2 basic like shorts that you like to wear as well. Again, planning your Disney outfits are so much fun, and you've worn it during the morning, but it's time to come back now. It's time to get rested up and just kind of take a break in the middle of the day. And you just want to be comfortable for the rest of the day. You know, you've been in your cutesy outfit, might not have been the most comfortable thing, but going back to the parks, you want to be realistic and you want to just be comfortable all the way. So having just a few basics to be able to just put on with a pair of ears, with a Disney hat, will look super cute whenever you go back in there, but at the same time, comfortable. And that is the name of the game during the hot months. Another thing that I always pack with me are either biker shorts or slip shorts. These help so much with your legs. Number 1, keeping everything compressed so you don't swell. Number 2, chafing, because you walk so much in the parks and you just start to sweat in places that you just didn't really realize that you sweat. Now, if you are prone to chafing, also think about bringing a chub rub or a chafing rub as well, just to kind of help the different areas on your body that you may experience this in. But I do have a full pack with me playlist, and if you want to take a look at the different things that I wear, what I pack whenever I'm going at different times of the year, I will leave that linked in the description box below for you as well. Strategizing and planning your days in the park is another thing that you can do to help combat the heat, especially in that mid part of the day. So it is going to get hot. Well, it's going to be hot first thing in the morning, but the heat will really start coming out about 11 a.m. and probably last, depending on when you go, till about that 4 or 5, almost 6 o'clock in the evening time. So during that midday, you want to take a break in the middle of the day. I cannot express to you how much just an hour to 2 hour break back in your hotel room, taking a shower, taking a nap, having the lights off, and almost having a kindergarten type nap time. It will do wonders for you and your family heading back into the parks for the evening. Scheduling dining reservations during this mid time of the day so that you can get in and sit down. Usually table service restaurants will take about an hour, hour and a half, being able to be inside, sitting down in the air conditioning. The only thing that I really want you to pay attention to is what you are eating. Having a big, huge meal that you will have at a table service restaurant is going to weigh on you and possibly affect the rest of your day. So for those of us that cannot eat heavy, especially during it, whenever it's hot, just take that into account if you plan on having a table service dining reservation to be able to get out of the heat. And with that in mind, there are a ton of awesome quick service locations at resorts that are around the parks that you're going to be visiting. If you really want to just kind of get out of the hustle and bustle and just decompress for just a minute and also have something on the lighter end. Examples, if you're in Hollywood Studios, the Primo Piatto at Disney's Riviera Resort is one of my favorite places to just hop on over there. Literally, it is a 10-minute Skyliner ride away to be able to go and sit at the calming Disney's Riviera Resort and have really great food. Also in Magic Kingdom, you'll have better quick service food at the Magic Kingdom resorts, and you can hop on a monorail or a friendship boat if you would, and then just go across the lagoon and go to Disney's Polynesian. You can go to Disney's Contemporary Resort, or you can go to Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. So just as you're planning your meals and your day, just something to think about during those hot times of the day. If your plan is to stay in the park all day long and to get as much done as possible, then plan your shows in that middle part of the day. When you're in Magic Kingdom, Mickey's PhilharMagic is awesome. The Carousel of Progress is another one. Hall of Presidents, things like that. Those are the things that you want to do in that really hot part of the day so that you can go in, sit down for a good 15-20 minutes off your feet and in the air conditioning. And I dare you not to take a nap. You will also find misting areas around the different parks as well. In Magic Kingdom, you're going to have 2 different ones. One is going to be in Adventureland right next to Jungle Cruise. You're also going to find one in Storybook Circus. And if you are going to have little ones that are going to be getting out of their stroller, letting out some energy and going in these play areas, make sure that you are packing extra clothes because they're going to get soaked. In Epcot, you are going to find one in Journey of Water inspired by Moana. going to find like a small little misting splash pad in there as well. Again, kids are going to get soaked. Now in Hollywood Studios, there's really not a whole lot. There you're going to find next to Star Tours, you're going to find a big AT-AT, and that will have misting that comes out of it. But again, it's not like it's not going to be like the Magic Kingdom ones where you're really going to feel it on you. And then Animal Kingdom, there's really not like a full misting place in here. There is a small little place next to Cali River Rapids that's going to have water coming out, shooting out, and a little bit of mist. But for the most part, you're really going to find the play areas in Magic Kingdom and then also one in Epcot. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I have what is called a Disney Crazy Brain, and I really go into the really small details and the nitty gritty and have real talks with you. So I have a few Disney Crazy Brain tips about dealing with the heat. All right, so meeting characters that have indoor locations, and the main ones are going to be meeting Mickey and Minnie on Discovery Island in Animal Kingdom, and then also the 4 princesses in Fantasyland. The lines are very humid and very hot. Even though you are going into an inside location, it is not cold. So just keep that in mind if you are planning to like get in line for an inside character. Those 2 specific lines themselves, it is hot, it is stuffy, and it's stinky. And at all costs, if possible, avoid Toy Story Land in the middle of the day. There is absolutely no shade whatsoever in that land. It is hot, it is cramped, it is one of the tightest areas in the 4 parks, and it can be miserable in the middle of the day. Now, it's not always realistic, especially if you have lightning lanes, but if you can, try to avoid Toy Story Land during the hottest part of the day. Also for me, Animal Kingdom also tends to be a little on the warmer side, which surprises me because of all the foliage and all of that, but for some reason it really just holds the heat. But I would love to know, what area, what park do you find is the hottest for you? And if you're anything like me and you like to be in the parks from open until close, or you're going to be in the parks from open until close, there are a few different areas that you can actually get into some cooling air and possibly take a nap, if you will. So in Magic Kingdom, as you are coming on to Main Street, there is a little side street. If you will go all the way to the back, there is going to be an awning area. Now there is going to be a big door in the middle of that awning area, and that is where cast members come in and out, so don't block that door. But on the sides, I have seen many a day where people have gone back there, cooled off, taken a rest, and also taken a nap. Also in Storybook Circus, back in Fantasyland, you're also going to find a big, huge like circus tent back there, and it's going to have a lot of seating, a lot of open area. So that's another place that's going to be covered that you can go and get back there, lay down, take a little nap, if you will. In Animal Kingdom, there are a few little like nooks and crannies like along the river, and one of my favorite places is going to be Up Country Landing, and that is going to be in the Asia section, which is right across from Feathered Friends in Flight. There are tables there, it has fans that are going over you, and I have seen many a times people go in there and just kind of lay their head down on the table, take a nap, and just kind of get out of the sun for a little bit. And then in Epcot, one of my favorite places to go is just in the Land Pavilion. So there's 2 different levels. So there's a top level that you go in, and if you will go to the second level, they're going to have a ton of seating down there. It's actually a quick service location, and you can charge your phones in there. Lots of places to be able to cool off, sit down, and just kind of rest your head for a little bit. And then in Hollywood Studios, a lot of places that I like to go into is in the Star Wars launch bay. It is really dark in there. You can go in there and sit up against a wall, if you will. You will also find plugs if you need to charge your phone. It's really dark in there and really cooling, and I have also found myself going in that area for a good 45 minutes to an hour just to be in the dark and in the air conditioning. So you will find places in the parks that you can just kind of go in if you don't want to leave the parks in the middle of the day. Surviving the heat at Walt Disney World during the summer months is possible. If you like this video and the information that I gave, please hit that like button because it really helps me to know that I'm giving you the information that you're looking for. Consider subscribing as I take you all around the Walt Disney World Resort with reviews, tips, tricks, and everything that you need to know to be fully prepared for your upcoming trip. I'm Terry with Creating the Magic. Have a magical day.